Folks, Fire Command staff offered me the opportunity to do this video and I jumped at it. For those of you who don't know, my name is Bill Beasley and I'm a newly selected county manager here in Polk County. And I replaced the long-standing tenure of Mr. Jim Freeman. What I wanted you to know first and foremost is that it's an honor and a privilege to work alongside the fine men and women of Polk County Fire Rescue in serving the needs of the citizens day in and day out, 24/7, 365. All of what you do, it's an honor and a privilege to be a part of that organization. While I'm new to this position, I'm not new to Polk County, or specifically not new to Fire Rescue Division. When I was hired back here in 2006, one of my primary responsibilities was public safety, and at that time, we had two separate divisions. We had an EMS side of the house and we had a fire side of the house. And some of you may remember some of the long-standing legacy employees, Doug Geiger, Ray Chatlis, Harvey Craven, Benny Luke, Dave Cash. I remember working alongside by those individuals in shaping the organization at the time and starting the merger that exists today and what we are today. What I would tell you is that I think from the time I got here 13 years ago, today, Polk County Fire Rescue is a whale of an organization, much more better than it was ever in 13 years ago. And what I will say is that in 10 or 15 years from now, it will be a better organization then as well. What I would leave with you is that you have the manager's office support in the many things you do day in and day out. Secondly, is that change is constant. As time moves on, change is inevitable. I would ask you to embrace that change. I would ask you to see opportunities in that change. And I would tell you that the manager's office is behind you when we go through those changes. So on behalf, again, of the manager's office, behalf of not just the manager's office, the Board of County Commissioners, thanks for what you do. Thanks for what you're going to do. And, be there for us. We'll be there for you.
Hi, I'm Joyce Brock. I work with fire prevention as a fire inspector. I'm also the United Way coordinator for the Fire Rescue Division this year. The BOCC United Way campaign kicked off October 1st. It's going to go through November 30th. So over the next week or so, you're going to start seeing envelopes like this show up in your station. And in these envelopes, which you will open carefully so they can be reused, you will find a pledge card. Now the pledge card, if you look at it, number one, you need to put your personal information in there. We need your name, we need your address, we need your employee ID number. Human Resources has to have this information to do a payroll deduction. If you skip down to number two, that's the payroll deduction. They give you some choices there, 45, 25, 10, 5, or other. I checked other. I wrote $2 in there. You go down to the next row, you put $2 times 26, because we have 26 pay periods in our year. The total amount that will be deducted from this check will be $52 over the course of the year. Please go on down to the bottom of the form then and make sure that you sign and date it. HR needs your signature, your name, your address, and your ID number to be able to do a payroll deduction. If you want to give and don't want to have a payroll deduction, you have option 2 where you can give a check or cash. I prefer a check over having to carry cash, but we'll take whatever we can get. In option 3, if you don't have a checkbook and you don't have any cash, you can ask them to bill you and they'll be glad to do that. If you look over on under number 4, if you have an organization that you prefer, you can go on the back of the form that will be attached to an email coming to you later today that has all the organizations that United Way funds. Look for the corporation that you like or the charity, whatever. Get their code number and you can fill that in under option 2. If you don't find the organization you want to fund, but you know that they are a 501c, you can go down to option 3 and fill that part in. One other thing I would like to mention to you is the 211 program. If you run into somebody in the field that needs help or you personally know somebody, you can call 211 and give them the story, or you can have the person call. When you call 211, you will get a United Way representative. They will take all the information and then they will match them up with one of these charities that they fund. Hopefully everybody will give something this year. If everybody in our department gave a little, that would be a lot because we have so many people. If you have any charity ideas, fundraiser ideas, send me an email and let me know and we'll see if we can get that kicked off for you. But thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this video, and please consider giving to United Way this year.
Hey, this is Rosa Lalonde, Public Education Manager with Polk County Fire Rescue. Just wanted to give you some information about some classes we offer to the public and ask that you kind of share this with your family and friends. We do quarterly free, keyword there, free, public safety classes for the public. In each quarter, each month they rotate. But coming up in October 29th at 6 p.m. at our fire training facility there by Logistics, we have Stop the Bleed. The next month, November 5th, is fire extinguisher training. We tell people it's a live controlled fire. The best time to learn how to use a fire extinguisher is in practice, not during a real fire, as you well know. And then the last one for this series in December is Check Call Compress, hands-only CPR. They don't get a certification for it, but they just get the knowledge. So that's hands-only CPR. It's not a certified class. But share that. We get a lot of results. A lot of people, a lot of the public get to come out and also learn more about Polk County Fire Rescue. We'll have all those dates not only here, but online. Thank you very much. Be safe.